Welcome to my video series of the Round Britain Rally, a thing where you get given a list of 80 to 90 landmarks spread throughout England, Scotland and Wales. You have to go round and find them and take a picture with your bike. So in this episode I had got all the landmarks in the northern parts of Scotland, and it's time to head down south. So my route is going to take me through the Cairngorm National Park, and after a nice day's rest I thought, well, what better to probably leave today and get through there, because the weather forecast was set to be snowing. It was very cold when I was there. It was plus 2 degrees, but that's better than being in the snow. There's a lot of really nice mountain pass roads in the area, and there's a couple that I still have on my wish list of I want to go. But unfortunately, due to the landmarks being where they were, I didn't get to do them, but I still got to do some amazing roads that I would have not considered going down if it wasn't for the landmarks. So this landmark isn't actually the bridge, it's the pile of rocks next to the bridge. That's how I deemed it to be when I looked it all up. But yeah, this is actually the pile of rocks. The bridge is a bit of a trick, like a trick question. Some of these landmarks are a little bit like that. You have to get the correct one in the area.
So I've been on the road since just before 9, 8:30, something like that. The weather forecast is set to get colder as the day goes on, and tonight's going to be snow. So originally I was thinking of camping somewhere around here tonight, but no, I'm not going to stay in this area tonight. I'm going to have to head out of the area and stuff, but you know, that's left early and I've got loads of time at the moment. So right, I'm going to go carry on riding through now, but yeah, starting to head south. Right, let's get going.
There was only one other car on the road and they let me overtake, and I'm not really riding hell for leather or whatever. It's an old bike, 1970s brakes, 1970s suspension. Don't really want to be pushing it too hard, especially down these hills. They're quite steep, they don't really come out on camera, but I didn't really want to ride the brake and I didn't really want to tax the engine too much. But it was a fantastic ride. I'd have to come back here on a faster bike and in the summer, but then probably everyone will be up here and you won't be able to go faster than 30 mile out anyway. Anyway, after about an hour or so of riding, finally got to the next landmark, a big church. There's actually a wedding on here today, so...
Right, my next one is an hour away. Right, one little red lighthouse found.
After I got the lighthouse, I then made my way to get the memorial fountain, just on the north side of Perth. It was getting a bit late in the day, but luckily the last thing was a fountain, and it was only just around the corner from another campsite.
It's quite a nice place. But we're here for the fountain. All set up and met tonight's campsite. As an added bonus, I met this guy. His name's Mike, and he's on a Met him at just outside the last landmark, and he is stopped by the side of the road looking for a campsite. And I said, oh yeah, I'm going to a campsite as well. he pulled up, like just after me, and yeah, he's doing the round Britain rally as well. So, and he plans to get all of them, he said, as well. So, see what happens. That is an Aprilia Pegaso 660, so that's the one with the Yamaha engine. This is actually probably the good one. On top of a hill in Scotland, it's going to be chilly. And my bike's doing all right. So yeah. Tomorrow, I did look at my route. It's about 300 miles tomorrow. Again, 290. I think today was 320. Tomorrow is 290. Right, let's. I want some dinner. I'm hungry. Look at that lovely red sky we got. The camera can actually see better than I can because it's actually quite dark now. Extra funny thing, this campsite isn't actually open. They don't open until May. But we rocked up and they said, yeah, you can stay. But only just, literally only just, because apparently they were using this field for lambing. And they just moved the sheep out like a day or two ago and cut the grass. So currently the grass was really high and everything. So yeah, it was not open until May. And we're in April still, so they let us stay, which is really nice. Well, it's a deceptive morning. Actually, very nice out there. But there's a wind and it's +2. So yeah, +2 degrees. Oh, +2 or 3. The sun is out. It's starting to warm up a bit, but yeah, that wind is pretty sharp. Just after 7 o'clock this morning. 7:30 now. So by the time I get packed up, about another hour probably, and warmed up and ready to go and everything. So yeah, probably about 8:30 on the road. And it's a 300-mile day. So let's go. Right, that's everything. Yep. Alright Mike, I'll see you. I might see you at the cat.
See you at the cat maybe, mate, yeah.
If not, have a safe travel.
And you.
And maybe you'll see me at my cat. Who knows? Maybe we'll see tonight each other at a different campsite. We're finishing around the same area as well. So 280 miles for me. That's all.
What campsite are you heading for?
I don't know yet. It's somewhere in the. I'll find one somewhere. There we go. Off-roading. Off-roading. Sorry, bike. Look at the size of these potholes. It's a nice campsite. Very nice campsite. Right, found the cat. That's quite a big cat, really. Maybe it's not life size. That's quite a big cat. He overlooks the lock, or the canal. The canals, sorry. I did offer if he wanted to ride to the cat together, but yeah, he declined because his petrol tank range is a bit shorter. I don't need to stop for fuel. Maybe I'd have held him up. Maybe he would have held me up. I don't know. But I wanted to get out of Scotland before the weather changed. Unfortunately, I was just along the border as this happened. It started hailing. But luckily, as soon as I dropped down into England, the weather was actually dry, and I managed to get to this castle. And then funny thing is, as I was leaving the castle, I saw him come the other way. So he was only a little bit behind me, not by much. And that is the last landmark in Scotland. So that's it. I've done all the landmarks in Scotland. Scotland is now complete. Just all of England and Wales to do now. Also, two things why he caught me up. One, I went out my way to go to Tesco's because I wanted to get my Tesco's club card points and fill up there with cheaper fuel, and you get a meal deal, and there was a McDonald's, so I had to stop and have a free McDonald's, my meal deal, and my petrol. That's the only reason he caught me up. So, let's have a little quick look at this castle. Oh yeah, it seems to be about how Scotland and England used to always fight. So this castle exchanged hands a few times, it looks like. Right. On to the next one. Okay, this is the last long day on the bike, I think. So I've got another hour to go. An hour and a bit to go to the last landmark of the day. And after that, campsite. Okay.
I think now all these days riding and all the days on the bike, mega miles on such an old bike, was definitely taking a little bit of a toll on me. But apart from the cold and a couple of aches, I've ridden other bikes, more newer bikes, that were way more uncomfortable than this. My butt and everything like that, pleasantly comfortable. My feet nice and warm. My wrists a little bit hurting, and my fingers were a bit numb. It was super windy here, so I just cut the audio. But yeah, that's the landmark. It's a boat sculpture. Took a picture. And I was off to go find another campsite for the evening. Unfortunately, I didn't actually go to the same campsite that Mike said. I decided I had a little bit more in my legs, and I wanted to ride through a certain area and camp somewhere in the night there, which would set me up for the next landmark in the morning perfectly. Right, just got to my campsite. Let's put the bike on its pup quickly and then get the tent up. It's starting raining a little bit. There's a big black cloud coming, so I don't think it's going to stop. I'm just going to be in wet now forever, or for the rest of the day. Door facing. I've got a tree that gives me an extra 15 minutes before the rain gets through. Oh, it's quite nice now. Still blinking freezing though. Let's turn off all this, eh? Right, that's my setup for tonight. My dinner's cooking in there. It's a little curry. And I've got a bit of bread. And I think I've got an apple for dessert. That'll do. I'm very tired now after all that riding. My back is hurting. All that riding. Don't know what it is. I don't think it's not the backpack, because I think it's just me. Probably didn't sleep right last night. That didn't help. This is how cold it is. Can you see? I've had my food. It's now raining. So, time to watch a film on the phone. I think it's 8 o'clock now anyway. Yeah, 8 o'clock. So a film will take me to 10. Probably put me to sleep as well. I'm just doing a hot drink first. Try and warm up a bit. I got my tea. I was just thinking, actually. I'm actually an hour away from a friend of mine. And he's got a spare bedroom laid up and everything. I could have gone there. But the thing is, I've got to get these landmarks. And these landmarks... I'm stopping here so I don't have to go back on myself. But yeah, I've got a couple of landmarks. 3 landmarks to get tomorrow. Which will take me like a loop around, and then I get to his house. So if I straight shoot to his house, I think it's like 60 miles. But of course I'm not. I'm doing a nice loop, and it kicks me to about 150 miles. So tomorrow, I could probably get to his without filling up. I hope it's warmer tomorrow. And I hope it doesn't rain too much.